Class, Dr. Earls. As we start week 4, I just wanted to review this week's work as well next week's assignment with the leadership audits you'll be going through. For this week, again, for your mentor's report, the mentor's interview, you're developing 5 to 8 pages max, but introducing first why mentoring is important. Again, recalling what Howard Hendricks said about the Apostle Paul. 2 Timothy 2:2 was the Apostle Paul's Great Commission strategy. Again, we're called in the Great Commission to make disciple-making disciples. We've got to do evangelism, but we're called to make not decisions, but disciple-making disciples, teaching them all the things that I've commanded you. And the greatest and most fastest way to penetrate our culture and change our world is to invest in those new Christians to help them know how to stay in love with Jesus and stay alive in Him and sharing His life with others on a continuum with their lives and their lips. So you're giving the rationale why mentoring is important. Secondly, you're contrasting the strengths and weaknesses of the two mentors you interviewed and reporting that. And then lastly, the 3 lessons you're going to take away for how to do mentoring more effectively. That's this week's work. Next week, you're doing Malfer's 2003 book on being leaders, the 13 appendices areas in the back. You'll be going through those. It's almost like a temperaments assessment, but assessing your ministry competencies through these appendices, you will be completing those surveys in. That's your work for next week. Very, very informative and just helping you be self-aware. Again, we need to be as aware of our weaknesses as our strengths and not one greater than the other. If you're not aware of your weaknesses, that can bite you in the spiritual bottom and knock you out of the game. If you deny or ignore or are ignorant of your strengths, you won't be able to play with what God's put in your hand effectively and wisely. So God's given each one of us strengths, and those weaknesses help us stay on our knees before God, as Paul writes about in 2 Corinthians 12. So thanks, class, for all of your digging in. This is a very, very practical but profitable course that will benefit you the rest of your life. Have a great week ahead with the Savior. Thanks, class. Bye.